5 minutes. All right. Happy Sunday, wherever you are. Um, it's about, after 3 o'clock here, so the light is going away. And I knew I needed to make my post before the light went away. So um, I'm wearing my jacket because we just got back from our friend's apartment building near us. Uh, he has a really amazing hot spring in his apartment complex. So there's a public area with a big pool, hot spring pool area, and it's really, really nice. And the weather here in Taipei is just perfect right now for hot spring, Pao Wenjuan. So we went there, spent some time soaking in the hot water, and for me and my body, that feels really nice. It's very relaxing, and the hot water has a really powerful pain reduction effect for me. So it's just like pretty cool, and we had some interesting conversations, and I think, you know, with the time I have, I would say that, something, a conversation we had that I thought was pretty interesting today was about, how, one of the benefits for me about what has happened to me because of my accident and, you know, the physical uh, difficulties, physical challenge I'm experiencing. The benefit for me is that it's just this, something happened and it's instantaneous. Like, I have to deal with um, a big change that just happens overnight, and you know it doesn't make it easy, but um, I have to, I had to, I had to come to terms with that quickly. I didn't have to, but I chose to work on coming to terms with it. And you just realize that complaining about the situation is ends up being kind of silly. I mean, there's a time, and sometimes complaining feels really good, part of the grieving process. But at some point, you realize that you know you either have to do something or forget about it. In my case, it's being in a lot of pain or having physical disability. I can complain about that till I'm blue in the face, but at the end of the day, um, I have only two options really: take some action, do do something, or if I discover that there doesn't seem to be anything to be done about it, for example, being in pain all the time, then just kind of forgetting about it almost. And not, you can't forget about it, but like moving on. It can't be a complaint. And that's something that I think a lot of people go through this in their life. I mean, everybody's getting older, and as you get older, your body will change, your physical situation will change. Everybody I know that's older is having pains and aches, and uh, they're starting to lose abilities that they had before. Maybe it was, in my dad's case, the ability to ride a bike for a long period of time or swim. And then year by year, you're kind of losing things here and there, but it's this like real gradual, slow process for most people. And so most people put a lot of energy into fighting it, resisting it, and just being more afraid and more eager to try and get back to a place where, back to who they think they are, which is usually, I think, the person we think we are is, the peak person. Maybe that was when you were 35, or you're in peak physical condition, peak physical capability, and then that becomes the person that you think you really are. And as you get older or things change, you're constantly trying to get back to the real version of who you are, who is pain-free, totally capable physically, all that. But you can't. Um, I mean, I think you can. Obviously, you can do a lot of things to kind of maintain your situation, but anyways, most people are kind of gradual decline, gradual loss of things, and so the resistance and the grief and the fear is spread out over a really long time. And I think in some ways that might be even more difficult than what I've gone through, which has been pretty difficult, but at least it's like, boom, all at once. I have to face all these things and kind of learn to deal with them within a year or two, and then kind of get on with things. And I don't know if I say I'm grateful for that, but I appreciate what it's given me in terms of being able to learn right now to just be okay with the way some things are, even if I don't like them. Like, I can't be afraid of ending up in a wheelchair anymore because I already use a wheelchair. So I can't worry about that. Like, I can't have fantasies and fears about getting really old and, not being able to walk, because I just can't really do that very well already. So I'm able to kind of get over it quick. Anyways, that was my 5 minutes, and those were the things that we were discussing that I thought were interesting. Happy Sunday.